Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak, Wadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just want to get into a brief lesson speaking on the hurricane Helen that came sweeping through more than several states, and it wreaked havoc, man. All right, and what you're gonna find out, right, is it hit primarily Edomite towns. All right, and that's funny because a lot of sundown towns, okay, got demolished, man. Okay, when you look into the locations that were targeted and completely uprooted, by Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai. But needless to say, Lord willing, I have a clip. I want to show you Akiyam and Akwat. I may show two clips. One video is a little bit longer than the other, but Lord willing, we'll see what the Spirit does, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, man, the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, he's making good on his word. All right, he's visiting the world which he made, and he's also visiting Esau, Edom, okay, in these latter days, with the judgment written, man, that misery that he said he was going to bring upon these people, man, in the latter days. And all we have to do is sit back and watch, man, just like in ancient Egypt. We just have to continue to cry out to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and just sit back and watch the movie, right? In hopes that we are, delivered from the calamities that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to bring. But that comes with, staying obedient to the best of your ability, man. Walking this path of righteousness to the best of your ability in order to stay in good graces with your power, man, because he's bringing it. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is bringing this, man. Okay? This is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Alright, so through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, let's stop right here. Let's go to the book of Psalms real quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 76. And let's start at verse 7. 7's the point, right? And it reads, Psalm 76 and 7, and it reads, Thou, even thou, art to be feared, but the world doesn't fear the Lord, man. The world doesn't fear the Lord, man. Okay? And this is why you people are going to come to the realization, okay, that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, who one of his titles is Al-Shadia, demon-like power, is not all love, okay, and accepting as you thought he was, based off what you've learned, okay, under the philosophies of Evil E. What you people are going to find out is that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is terrible, man. And there's no respect of persons in judgment, man. He's a terrible, terrible power. And he's to be feared. This is what you people are going to find out. The way the Lord's going to do you people, man, in the days to come. In the form of the second death. And the build up to that. You people are going to understand, okay, we had it wrong. We were wrong. And those men that were on the highways and byways, in those ancient garments with Bibles in their hands, all right, pushing out digital epistles day in and day out, pushing the fear of the Lord, they will write. They will write when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh executes the judgment written, man. The inhabitants of the earth, you people gonna realize we were telling the truth, man. Psalm 76:7, and it reads, Thou, even thou, art to be feared, and who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry, man? Okay, and the answer is nobody. Nobody, man. Nobody can stand in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai once he's angry, man. You see, and he's in the time now, we're in the time now where he's no longer hiding himself. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is making it plain upon tables. Okay, that he here. And he's judging. Judgment's going out on an all-time high, man. You see, in this Hurricane Helen is an example of that. Now check this out real quick.
Death toll continues to climb from Hurricane
Bear with me,
Helene.
let me shut this off.
Death toll continues to climb from Hurricane Helene, now one of the deadliest hurricanes on record. Hello, I'm Steve Eager. More than 120 people have died since Helene made landfall late Thursday night. There's now a race to get resources to people who desperately need them. Fox 4's Sean Rabb is in the newsroom with the latest. Sean.
Steve, good evening to you. You know, we saw widespread devastation across the southeast today as Hurricane Helene hurled her way into the record books as one of the worst storms in U.S. history. Maybe hardest hit of all, western North Carolina, around the community of Asheville.
This is a catastrophic situation that we have in Asheville, an unprecedented storm event. Rivers at an all-time historic high here in Asheville. We are in need of everything.
Right now, hard to get almost anything to the region. 3 of the 4 main roads into Asheville washed away or under floodwaters. A makeshift community charging station in one Asheville neighborhood in the front yard of the only house that still has electricity.
And they're putting out power cords for everybody to charge their devices. We did not have cell service for the first 3 days here, but it's just coming back, and everybody's wanting to get their devices charged so we can let our family know that we're safe.
President Joe Biden promising all necessary federal help as long as it's needed across the region ripped by Helene.
It's not just a catastrophic storm, it's a historic history-making storm. The entire Southeast and Appalachia. Damage from the hurricane stretches across at least 10 states.
Like South Carolina, where crews are working to restore power, and the mayor says get the city back to something close to normal.
That means people back in schools, that means people back at work, people with power and food.
Thousands in Atlanta are still without power. Georgia's governor says this is something Georgians have never seen before.
And to see the level of destruction that a hurricane could do in this community, being this far from Lowndes County or Eccles County and the Florida line, is unprecedented.
Florida's governor launching what he calls Operation Blue Ridge to rescue Florida residents stranded in summer homes in North Carolina.
We have Chinook helicopters that are available. Now, those are bigger birds, and so you got to have a place to land it. Some of these areas may be even tighter than that, and so we'll be using other assets to be able to maybe get into some tighter areas.
Now, 3 members of the San Diego Fire Department's Urban Search and Rescue Unit on their way to help in North Carolina were seriously injured in a 2-vehicle crash that President Biden called, quote, a terrible accident. The collision happening early Sunday morning on I-20 along the Texas-Louisiana border.
And look at this nigga. Oh my goodness. Oh, ran over a squirrel, so lucky. And look at this nigga. Hey, you know this nigga sold out. But anyway, so yeah, man, hey, see that? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is visiting, man. And again, when you do your research, you're gonna find out that those counties that were hit, that are now under 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of water, these were sundown towns. There was a lot of them were sundown towns, man. Where Jake was getting mutilated at, man. You see? And those of us that have the understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we know plainly that this is of the works of the Lord, and judgment being returned upon the heads of these Edomites, man. Alright? And there's various videos. There's Edomites, man, stressed out, feeling that pressure. Because that's who the Lord targeted. See? Again, we always say that this is the Lord's movie. All right? He knows who's who and what's what and where's where. And a hurricane, all a hurricane is a it's of the Lord. He's bringing forth out of his treasures. All right, is what he's doing. It's like the thunder. It tells you that in Jeremiah. He's bringing. Let me see if I can try to find that. Bear with me. Oh man, let me see if I can find that. Man. He's bringing forth that judgment, man. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. I didn't think I was going to find it. In verse 16, and it reads, when he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, man. And we know, you know that you got the Shemayim, which is the heavens above. And you got the waters, the seas, and which is the water beneath. You know? But when the Lord uttereth his voice, man, he can flood shit out. Okay? He can flood it out. Check it out. And he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. And winds were over 140 miles per hour. Okay? When Hurricane Helene came through. Over 140, 150. Just uprooting everything. Okay? This is the power of the Lord. And see, and now it's your turn, Esau. All right, you've been able to run rampant. All right, you've been able to slither around the earth. Pushing wickedness. Right? Pursuing a reign of terror without any judgment on you. Hey, but now we're in the time now where you're being visited. It's your turn. You see? You're going to know the Lord how we know him. Right? The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 1, and it reads, have mercy on us, O Lord, power of all, and behold us. Who's that us? The Israelites, are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Have mercy on us, man. Because we're the one that have wrought his judgment. You see? We wrought the Lord's judgment, as you can read in Zephaniah, the 2nd chapter. Okay, we worked the Lord's judgment, man. All right? Now it's time for you heathen to wrought his judgment, to work his judgment. You see? And it's time for mercy to be displayed upon us. We're in that time. And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. That's all you heathens. You see, you're not seeking after, you're seeking after your own idols, your own gods, your own false idols and deities. You see? Not the true living power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But in the kingdom of heaven you will. Pursuing the Isaiah the 2nd chapter. You will have no choice. Pursuing the Isaiah 60. You see? Because the earth is going to be being ruled under the government of Israel. You see? Check this out. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations. Right, you heathen nations. And let them see thy power. Okay? And Hurricane Helene was a form of power on display. And it's the worst hurricane on record to date. Might I add. This is why this is worth bringing forth. Because it's a testimony to the visitation of our power upon you heathen. And it rested upon Esau. For the main part, man. All these news clips, you see Esau crying and complaining, foaming at the mouth. Talking about my house is underwater. You know? And again, do your research, man. Sundown towns were hit, man. A lot of them. Why do you think that is? Righteous recompense. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? And how have we known the Lord? Through his judgments, man. You see? Through his judgments that he executed upon us. And that's how you're going to find out. Okay? That's how you're finding out. The judgments, man. These are not coincidences. There's no such thing as a coincidence, man. Okay? It's only prophecy. Like there's no such thing as karma, right? It's only judgment. You see that? Show new signs and make other strange wonders. All right? Hurricane Helene was a strange wonder. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works, man. Okay, when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai brings a storm front through, that's a wondrous work. You have no choice but to get out of that. Hell, get out of the way, man. Get the hell out of the way. That's the only choice you got. If you can. You see, because if Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is not working in your favor, you're going to be delivered unto that wondrous work. You see, that storm front's going to take you. Like it took over 100 of these people, with hundreds still missing. I heard that there's 600 missing. Come on, man. You know that deletion toll is gonna rise. Check it out. Raise up indignation, which is righteous anger, and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary. You see that? Take away the adversary, man, and destroy the enemy, man. See, this is why we rejoice when we see things like this. Let me see if I can get the other clip. There was another one. It's a little long, but we'll get it real quick.
Death toll from Hurricane Helene continuing to rise, with at least 91 people reported dead from the powerful storm across several states. That Category 4 storm making landfall back on Thursday night in Florida's Big Bend region, packing 140-mile-per-hour sustained winds. North Carolina has been hit with catastrophic flooding. At least 600 people are still unaccounted for in that state alone. More than 2.1 million people without power all across the region. And as ABC's Rena Roy reports, many people are struggling with basic needs.
Pieces of debris, wood, trees, traffic, and power lines tangled in Asheville, North Carolina. The area decimated after Hurricane Helene slammed the southeast. Hundreds of people unaccounted for. Members of the National Guard and relief teams from 19 states joining forces on search and rescue missions.
This is apocalyptic for the entire region.
From the air, an unbelievable scene of debris floating in a river.
He said it's apocalyptic across the whole region. And notice how it targeted Edom. You see? And you heathen ain't seen nothing yet. Alright? You heathen have not seen nothing yet. And it's like a 6-minute video. I can't play this whole thing. I'm on the move. Salaki, Ake, Amenakwa. You heathen have not seen nothing yet, man. Okay? Let's close out right here. The book of Micah, chapter 5, and verse 15, and it reads, and I will execute vengeance. Who? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I will execute vengeance and anger and in fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. Okay? So you heathen have seen. You have seen nothing yet. Okay, Hurricane Helene is just a glimpse of the flood that's going to come through here, man. In the form of the missiles, man. 200 million missiles, man. Okay? 200 million missiles. Oh, I'm sorry, warheads, excuse me. 200 million warheads, man. Okay? 200 million warheads are going to touch down in Babylon, pursuant to what John the Revelator saw. Or heard, rather. You see? So you see nothing yet. And not to mention the build up to that great and terrible day of the Lord come, man. Which is going to come with famine, teeth of wild beasts, pestilence, silver unrest, and violence, man. So you see nothing yet, man. So brace yourself, hey, and be afraid. Be very afraid, man. Because the God of Israel is now visiting you, man. Kahalayim la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Shalom.